Once I've defined the gait and watched the horse go, I'm going to take the shoes off that are existing there and start working on trimming the horse. I'll quietly move my shoeing box in the position that's accessible. I'll pull that foot up between my legs slowly, again trying to keep that in the natural range of motion. Don't pull that foot out a long ways. I use a clinch cutter which has one flat side, one angled side. When we're using the clinch cutter, we have a couple of options. One is we can put that foot between our legs and underneath the body of the animal and cut the clinches in that direction, or we can pull it forward and put it on a hoof stand and cut the clinches there. The difference would be which side of that clinch cutter the bevel was on. And I use a urethane hammer. And I use this urethane hammer because we want to keep the edges of our nailing hammer as smooth and as clean as possible for effective work. And using this urethane hammer, for one, we don't get the abuse to our nailing hammer. Two, it's a lot less concussion on the horse, and the horses will stand better for you if you do that. So the flat side of the clinch cutter is going against the hoof wall, the angled side is outside of it, and I'll put that down till I catch that clinch and gently straighten those out or cut them off. Again, you don't need to make hard hits. Gentle taps make a big difference on how the horse will stand for you. Then I'll use a pull-off tool which is very rounded so that I can grip around the horseshoe in the heel area and squeeze that tight so it's prying between the hoof and the shoe. I'm just going to pry back just a little bit on that heel. I'm going to go to the other heel. I'm going to pry back a little bit on the strongest part of the hoof. I'll give that a tap down. I'm going to try to get those nail heads with my pullers and I'll just roll them out. If I can't do that, then I'm going to use a tool called a crease nail puller, which will reach in that crease and I'll be able to grab those nails individually and just roll them out. This will protect the hoof wall. It's a lot less abusive to the horse's hoof than if we pry that shoe off, especially if they're a little sensitive or sore-footed. Once I have those nails out, I'll again use the pull off and I'll gently pry that shoe off. And once I have that shoe off, I'll use a hoof pick or a wire brush and making brush strokes towards the toe, I'll clean that foot up so that I have the dirt and the debris and the rocks off of that hoof. All of those things are going to dull your hoof knives. Okay, and once I have that shoe off, I'm going to set it down again and reevaluate.